Okay, so let me move this over here because we're going to compare this plot with our residuals because we'll be able to see those patterns in the graph here. So first of all, you can see what's happened, that we've grouped the three beverages into these blocks here, right? Dark, French vanilla, and light. And now for each beverage, we're going to compare the expected and observed frequencies. And then each shot is color-coded. So, remember, say our first residual here was for shot A, showed that there was a greater preference than expected for the light roast beverage. So you can see that in your plot here, right? Shot A, light roast. You can see the observed block is larger than the expected block. The dark roast seemed to be preferred as similarly to what you would expect due to chance alone. You see the green blocks have roughly the same height. Pardon me, not the green blocks. Go over here to the dark roast for shot A, right? These blocks have roughly the same height. And then for the French vanilla, there was actually a lower preference than expected. So here you can see the observed block in French vanilla for shot A is smaller than the expected one. Now you can go on to shot B, right? Shot B, there was less of a preference for the light roast than expected. You could see over here. Somewhat difficult to see in this case because the residual doesn't have a huge magnitude, but the observed frequency for the light roasted shot B is going to be less than the expected frequency. And then the green blocks in the other two sections are roughly comparable in size because the residuals are close to zero. And then at shot C, you can see for the light roast there was less of a preference than expected. So you can see that here, right? Shot C, the observed frequency for the light roast is smaller than the expected frequency. And then the dark roast was really not much difference from the observed and expected. And then for the French vanilla, there was a greater preference for the observed than you would expect. So you should have a positive residual for the shot C French vanilla, which is what you see in the last entry of the matrix. So that concludes the lesson on the chi-square test of independence. And in the next lesson, we will start time series analysis.